They're leaning in and hugging you.
They're hugging you.
Yeah. Where Aunt Lillian would lay, we have a REM pod.
Ah, that's the bell.
Thank you! Tell us who you are, please.
Ackley? That just said Ackley.
Well, I just got freaking chills, dude. Look at the K2 meter was just going up.
Hey.
Oh, dude!
So we got
All three!
Family from beyond.
Hi everybody, and welcome to our home. My name is Brian Ackley, and this is my wife Debbie, otherwise known as Deborah. And we've lived in this house since the late 2003s or so. And we are the fifth generation to live in this house. And there's been some things that have gone on that have drawn the attention of the paranormal investigators. And we'd like to tell you about them. First off, this house was acquired by my family in 1886, and the original owners were, I believe, Woodruffs, and we don't know exactly when the house was built originally. But it was added on in 1917 to its current configuration, and we've enjoyed this house with our late great Aunt Lillian, who I'll tell you about later. But she is the one that has lived in this house the longest and I believe had the most influence over what's happening in here. But like I said, the fifth generation to live here. The first person that bought the house was John Ackley, and he shortly passed away after acquiring the house, and his wife, Louise Fleshinger, sold the house to my great-great-grandfather, Alan, who is John. His father was also the Uriah Ackley herd that came from Gloucester County, which we are currently in Cumberland County. And this house has remained in the Ackley family since. But John passed away. Louisa sold the house to Alan D. Ackley, which became the catalyst to make this a very successful farm in the early 1900s. There was a book of who's who in Cumberland County, and Alan Ackley is counted as such because during those times in the early 20s, everybody was poor. But these folks around here had all the means they needed to survive. They didn't need money. So they had grain, they had potatoes, they had meat. So they had everything they needed, and they had enough money being potato farmers, since everybody ate potatoes back then, to send my great Aunt Lillian to a woman's only college in the 20s. And she became a very educated woman to come back home and work in the Salem County education system. And was very well regarded. And she stayed in this house alone for over 50 years. And we came to live with her in the last 3 years of her life as caretakers. Debbie did most of the caretaking because she was a female and very modest indeed. And a proper, she was a miss. There was no Ms. She was a miss. So she was very prim and proper, and she carried herself in a certain way, so certain people couldn't see certain things, so Debbie took care of everything that way. She lived in this house and kept her habits for a very, very long time, undisturbed, until we came, and then we started noticing things. And when she passed, there was also stories that came with the house that there was a floating apparition and a child, like with a ball, tossing and playing. No thumps or anything, but there was visuals of these things. And the house, like all houses, it breathes and makes things that happen that Debbie and I don't normally see because we live with them every day, and there's nothing really malicious happening here. Whatever's left in the house, it belongs to me, because I am a direct blood descendant of everybody. So, and no massacres or axe murderers have happened in here that we know of.
That we know of.
That we know of. But yes, yeah, everything has been benevolent. And
now, a question for you. After the passing of Aunt Lillian, did you notice anything? Was there any sort of activity that was going on in the house? Anything that stood out of the normal?
One thing that could be an addendum, when the night Aunt Lillian passed, my grandfather's cat, what was the cat's name?
Foxy.
Yeah, Foxy. It was a black and white female. That was my Pop-Pop's favorite cat, and I believe he jumped into this cat and visited us every day since he passed, to check on Aunt Lillian. And the night she passed, that cat stayed at the end of our ramp until they brought Aunt Lillian out in a body bag, and then the cat disappeared.
Oh, wow.
So, but every day prior to that, the cat would greet me in the yard every day, and I'd say, "Hey, Pop-Pop," and Fox would "Meow," and carry on doing cat things. So, but I thought it was uncanny because I was looking out of the bathroom window down at the ramp when they were wheeling Aunt Lillian out for the funeral home people, and the cat was sitting right there, just curled up and just staring up at Aunt Lillian going away.
Wow.
Saying goodbye to
Yeah,
It's like
Aunt
catnip.
Lillian.
because
Yeah,
that
yeah.
also, Aunt Lillian didn't. She fought for every last breath she had. I don't believe she wanted to go,
No.
but her body wouldn't let her stay anymore.
And how old was she?
She was 96.
Wow. So a long time
Yes.
in this
Yes.
property.
Yes,
No doubt about it.
she was born here and she died here.
Wow. So
That was prior to giant hospitals and stuff. She was born in 1912.
yeah. And I remember you telling me a story about the bathroom door upstairs.
Yeah, she had fallen. Her being a modest lady, she had hasp locks on the doors all throughout the house when she lived by herself. And when I came to live with her, I forgot about all these things. And one day she slipped and fell in the upstairs bathroom and fell against the door. And I had shouldered the door, and I saw a flash of her laying up against the door. So I had to go get a crowbar and tear the door off the hinges to get to her without hurting her anymore. And when we remounted the door, it never seated right, so it made this peculiar sound every time you open and close the door because you had to pick it up and shoulder it over to make it seat in the door hinge right.
And it's so tight when you get it in
Yeah.
there. When you pull it out, it
Yeah.
does this weird.
There's no
squeaky
kind of
sound.
air pressure or wind, breeze, or anything that could make that sound for you, unless you manipulated the door.
Take some force.
So Debbie and I were in the downstairs shortly after she passed, not too long, and we would hear this noise every time Aunt Lillian would go from her bedroom to the bathroom. Was this room when the door would open and close, so we'd know it was her. We didn't have to check on her.
And we never fixed it.
And we never fixed it. And after she passed, we were down here chilling, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, okay, go up and investigate. Door was moved. It's like, okay, yeah. How you doing, Aunt Lillian? And
Sure, it was shocking after being a sound that you heard every single day.
Yeah.
And then to hear it
Yeah,
after
to
not
hear it,
hearing it, it probably...
it was a little bit of a mind jazz, but not putting anything towards anything. We just, all right, it's an old farmhouse, things creak and whatever. But
on to the next.
Recently, that caused the attention of this production crew through a common friend. We just had our grandson over for a sleepover.
He's 5.
And he woke up in the middle of the night and, Grandma, where are you? And he said he saw a floating person at the end of the hallway.
Over here.
At the end, upstairs.
Upstairs.
In the
in front of Aunt Lillian's room.
the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
In front of her room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the spare bedroom also shuttles out to right about where her room was.
Wow.
And he being a young one, and he hasn't been poisoned by tales of this old house and Grandma and Pappy live in a creepy old farmhouse. That it was honest enough, as they say, out of the mouths of babes. So we told that to a mutual friend, and here y'all are right now.
Yeah. And big thanks to my buddy Rich Pettit. What's going on?
Yes.
He
Hey,
connected us.
Little Bear.
And he is an amazing chainsaw artist, by the way. Ackmonster chainsaw art, local artists in the area. Many people here in South Jersey and all over the place has some of his art pieces. That's really awesome. Master with a chainsaw, still got his fingers.
I ain't nobody special, just your friendly neighborhood chainsaw carver.
Yeah, but
Come see me if you want one.
he was telling that story to my buddy Rich, and Rich was like, "Oh, my buddy Rob, Paranormal Unearthed," and I brought Doug from Jumps along, and it's gonna be great. And seems like there's been a lot of stories that came with the property, as if there has been something going on here even before Aunt Lillian was here, and we really look forward to trying to communicate. Is there anything that you want to get out of this from us? Something you would like to know?
I'd just like to find out if any of my people are around here or living residuals, or they've got unfinished business. Maybe we have the house cleansed if they need it to be, and if not, we can still live with them because they ain't hurting us none.
It's comforting.
Yeah,
Really, with
family.
Aunt Lillian. Yeah, it's
Who
family.
else is it going to be?
I mean,
if there's something here, there's a very high chance that you're related to them.
Yes.
Right.
So It's like
That's
you
like-
have guardian angels, not so much monsters running around terrorizing you.
Just I am the monster.
Yeah.
I am Ackmonster. So
They got to keep the chains on you.
yes,
Keep you in line.
I am the evil one.
And we didn't want her to go. She
No.
had trouble with her feet. Her circulation didn't go all the way down, and they were kind of black. And I stood there till she passed, rubbing her feet, and
Yeah.
she just.
And I know you said something about that chair in the living
Oh,
room.
yeah.
that
Oh,
area.
Aunt Lillian's spot. She sat in this particular corner in the living room where she sat for decades in this one chair, and she'd had a pile of magazines, life magazines and travel magazines and whatnot. And she would watch the Wheel of Fortune pretty much every night. And after her passing, that even if after we switched chairs out several times, every time one of our dogs jumped up in this chair to chill he'd end up choking. The dog would be sleeping, and then all of a sudden, like, dogs do, like with grass and whatnot. But they all end up having to get out of the chair. Several dogs, several different chairs, same outcome. They'd all end up not being in that specific spot.
corner.
They sit in my chair in the opposing corner or the couch, no problems. But that particular spot, the dogs could not get any rest. And like I said, several dogs, several different chairs. It was just the same spot.
We would often come in here also and see Aunt Lillian laying on this window seat.
Yeah, this is a beautiful.
Yes. And
This is
she
a
loved this.
giant radiator-based heater, and she would lay on it, kind of like Morticia Adams. Like, just all you needed was the lily in between her hands, and it is. I just had to tell Aunt Lillian, "You got to move." I was like, "What?"
What?
Proof of life.
Yes, that was just a shade over hanging a mirror over her face to see the fog on it. But yeah, that was just one of those little nuggets that you keep in your
Yes.
brain box for future generations to
Yeah, we
maybe
can
hear.
walk in here and still see Aunt Lillian laying here on the window seat.
Matter of fact, underneath of this pile of pillows is her stash spot where she kept her purse, and it's still there.
It's still, yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
won't remove it. No.
That's cool.
That's where she put it,
Yeah,
right
it's
behind there.
underneath of this bear.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, it still
That's
has her
awesome.
church papers in it from church.
Oh, what the hell? Unearth it one last time. There it is. This is Aunt Lillian's purse. Good damn.
Almost broke my feet.
Almost.
I almost had my toes broken by a wooden
Aunt Lillian.
gingerbread man.
Almost only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades,
Let
and
me see
atom
it.
bombs.
That was Aunt Lillian trying to
Yeah.
break
You don't
my
go
feet.
through her purse, can
Look.
you? Look, this is Aunt Lillian's purse. I can show you. She brought it home from church. Laid it there, but this is the stuff she had in it today. Church stuff.
2018.
Her wallet is still here with us. So is Aunt Lillian. And here's her little notes and notepads. Yeah, Aunt Lillian is still with us. Yep, and ta-da! A quarter.
Hey, you never know when you're gonna need a quarter.
Right. What's the date on it?
Postcard. Wow.
1988. Yep, this was her church stuff.
Wow.
But yeah, we ain't moving it.
Nope,
That's her
that stays right
spot.
there.
That'll
That's
be
her spot.
Right?
Yep. I'm just hoping that
Hope she don't get mad because we rustled around her.
And earlier, just for everyone that is watching this, we had a lot of different activity going on prior.
Yes.
We actually, when we were here earlier, there was something moving or some sort of movement that I saw out the corner of our eye. 3 of us heard it right there. It sounded like glass clinking around. And then she was saying that was Aunt Lillian's cabinet.
Yes, she bought it.
She bought that cabinet. Very interesting. And then shortly before doing this interview, this right here, Doug and I were out here, and this bowl right here with, you don't have to move it, it's fine, but this bowl full of pennies, I literally saw with my own eyes tip over. I literally watched it happen, and the pennies went sliding all over. And you were saying that you were just talking about those pennies earlier. Mm-hmm. And then when we were upstairs, and you went ahead and got all those old portraits of John Ackley, one of the original, owners of the place. As we were doing this, a basket fell.
That's Aunt Lillian.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, that's Aunt Lillian and her brothers.
Oh.
2 of them, anyway.
Yes.
My grandfather and Uncle Bobby aren't there.
Oh, she's adorable. Sweet
Yes, she was
woman.
sweet.
Little 98-pound waif of a thing.
Still full of spit and vinegar when need be.
Yeah.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to investigating it, finding out what is going on, trying to communicate and figure it out. Thank you so much for having us out. And you really do some amazing chainsaw art. So if you want to tell people a little bit about that and let them know where they can find you.
You can find me every day at 98 West Deerfield Road, Bridgeton, New Jersey, 08302. Online, you can find me on Facebook or Instagram at Ackmonster's Chainsaw Art. I'm your friendly local chainsaw carver.
Yeah, check it out. His stuff is awesome. Some of the best work I've ever seen. We own a lot of different pieces, and he really does an amazing job. So if you're interested, you live nearby, you want to stop by, he has a lot of pre-made work as well, correct? That people can
sometimes.
purchase.
I'm kind of thin right now. Yeah.
He'll make like 6 pieces, and they sell out in a week.
They go kind of fast.
Yeah.
Thank heaven for Facebook.
Yeah, so check it out on Facebook, and everyone, you can find that information down in the description below. So please go check it out and show some love to the Ackmonster as we investigate the Ackley farm. Hello everyone, it's Robert Earl White with Paranormal Unearthed. We are here in Upper Deerfield, New Jersey, Bridgeton, New Jersey, here at the Ackley Farmhouse. We've already had some pretty wild activity happen while we were setting up.
As it always does.
Yes, and we were doing interviews, and we are going to be actually joined by Brian and Debbie, and they're going to be right here while we investigate, because as we were talking about Aunt Lillian, one of the main reports of feeling her presence here, and every time we talk about her, stuff seems to happen. And this is a farmhouse built in the 1840s, so there's definitely some history. It's been in Brian's family for 5 generations, a massive potato farm operation and everything else. Truly a unique place. And today we are joined by
Doug Hogate Jr., Jersey Unique Minds Paranormal Society. We've become quite the sidekicks here, right?
Yeah, Chunks, Jersey Unique Minds Paranormal Society, Paranormal Unearthed. Going up, there we are. They like it.
They're with us too.
So, if you approve of it like the spirits do, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. Also, make sure you check out Jumps, Jersey Unique Minds Paranormal Society, over on their YouTube channel. So I'm doing all the filming and all that. And we are joined by our old ladies operating back there, hiding off the camera.
Directing and
Yeah.
making sure we're doing what we're
Making
supposed
sure
to do.
we're performing good. So it's going to be really interesting. We're going to try to see if we can make contact with Aunt Lillian. Also, the reports of a small child tossing a ball up in the air. Okay.
It's like they're hanging out waiting for us. We're like, hey, we're right here.
And then another report of, apparitions being seen. So we're just going to see what we can find, and we hope everyone enjoys this. We have a lot of different equipment set up all through here, and it should be a very interesting investigation. So let's get into it.
Can't wait. Here we go.
All right, so we are in the Ackley farmhouse in the living room. We got Doug with the SLS camera, Debbie chilling on the couch, Melly back there chilling. We have a bunch of equipment set up here. We have a cigarette box, REM pod, the bell. We also have a cat ball right here, a few cat balls in other places. We have the capturing EVP, which we had another word come through. Know why. It says know why on the SAM model SPI. And we have other equipment out here in this area where Aunt Lillian would lay. We have a REM pod.
As the bell hits.
Thank you.
Back to back.
Thank you. Aunt Lillian, is that you? And that,
Aunt Lillian, don't lay like that. Please. You look like you're dead. You're not dead.
Yeah, it's in
out
here.
2, 3,
That's him.
4, 5,
6.
7, 8, 9.
That's the most it's went off.
If
10,
that is going off, not can
11,
we talk about how this is going off non-stop.
12.
He said that.
You're
12
not-
times.
You're not dead, Aunt Lillian.
Midnight.
We
What
love
time
you.
is it?
Oh,
What time is it?
It is
11:28.
Okay.
28.
So midnight. Wow.
Okay, so that went off twice.
Yes.
You referenced because that was something you said to Aunt Lillian
Yes.
when she would lay there.
Yes, she would lay on that
And I just
window
walked
seat.
out there.
and I'd tell Aunt Lillian, you can't lay like that. You look like you're dead, and you're not dead. And she is not dead. She is with us every day.
Yes, so we have devices over there, and if that was you, you clearly understand the bells. We also have the REM pods
Mm-hmm.
that you can make it go off.
Back over here. Now, she.
That's 3.
Every
Four.
time I go out there.
This was her room where she spent most
That
of her
was
time.
6. Now she had just said that she missed her,
Yes.
Started going off.
and it
We
started
always
to
do.
go off. Aunt Lillian, is that you? And if you don't, I hope you don't mind that I call you Aunt Lillian, or what was it, Miss Ackley? Is that what she was referred to?
Her students called her Miss Ackley,
Miss
and
Ackley.
it was always Aunt Lillian or Tia. Tia.
Okay, so if that is you, and you're making your presence known to us, you're responding to us and your family. That's why we're here. We're giving you this opportunity with all of our fancy toys here, so you can come through and give us your message, or give them your message. So if you're here, can you do what you've been doing? Make the spell go off again, either in here or in the other room?
She also didn't like to be pushed.
I was about
Ah.
to say. REM pod hit.
Confirmed. And also, just in case you're wondering, up here, outside of the living room, up the steps, we have the supercharged REM pod up there. And if anything walks up there, we'll definitely know. And in this hallway here, we have a motion box. So if anything walks in this pathway, we will definitely know that your presence is here. So, what's strange is with the bells, it's like every time
You go
I
that
walk
way.
out here and I start talking about this, every time I try to go explain, we have the spirit truck, which we'll turn on for you later if you like some music.
12 and 6.
Also, at the very end of her life, she called me the pill pusher. And she hated taking her pills. And I was so sorry to have to push your pills on you, Aunt Lillian. I thought it was good for you. I should have cut them off 3 years before you died. But yeah, she hated that, and she was demure, but you start pushing her, she pushed back, and she was like a tidal wave in her little self. That it just commanded respect. So, yeah.
We've heard nothing but good things about you, Aunt Lillian.
100%.
Yeah. And if she's here, if it's someone prior to her,
We love them too.
yeah, we love them too.
Confirmation.
Aunt Lillian, you ready to go to bed?
That was our call to Aunt Lillian has had enough of Wheel of Fortune or whatever program she was watching, and Debbie would come out and clean her up, take her in the bathroom, bathe her, and get her ready for bed and put her in bed. And that's when we'd come down here and settle for the evening. And then we'd hear Aunt Lillian going back from her bedroom to the bathroom with a ronk with the door sound.
Yeah.
Because she would always have to close the door behind her. And after she passed, that noise happened, and we knew that Aunt Lillian was still here with us. So we just tried to be cool with her, and we always loved Aunt Lillian, and she loved us back.
We just got a word that just came through. Vanth. I have no idea what that word even means.
Vamp? Could it be lamp or something that sounds... Because a lot of times it could interpret it the wrong way.
Vanth. Yeah. And that device is interesting. It listens to voices, but not human voices, like in that
Right.
range of what an EVP would be.
And
And yeah, and it pulls that out. Interesting.
So, is there anyone else here besides Aunt Lillian?
There have been several people that have exited this life and taken their journey to the next. None of them have been malicious or, well, we had a great aunt that died pretty much as a child. She wasn't even 1 year old,
Oh,
which could be translated to the child, but she didn't get that old to get to the point where it's playing, but who can tell? Who else? The original purchaser of this house, he died here. The second purchaser of this house died here. My great grandfather. He came in from a hard day's work and decided he had to take a nap, and he died.
All in this house.
All in this house. My great uncle Alan died in this house due to brain cancer. The great uncle Bobby died in this house due to Yeah, hey, Uncle Bobby. I haven't heard you in a while. You were a great influence on my life.
Uncle Bobby?
Uncle Bobby, he was also a chaplain.
And who was the person you mentioned before Uncle Bobby?
Uncle Alan?
Uncle Alan. Because sometimes answers are delayed too, so.
Okay. Uncle Alan also died in this house. He was a great influence on my life as well. He was also a chaplain. He was a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force. But
that's the one you were talking about earlier.
and Uncle Bobby, he was also a colonel in the Army. They were both chaplains. But Uncle Bobby started as a helicopter pilot in Korea. Or not pilot, a mechanic, I'm sorry. A helicopter mechanic
Really?
in Korea. But he got his commission and became a chaplain. And both shuttled souls to heaven. So.
What was that?
Alright.
Oh, God.
It was Amy.
Sorry, Uncle Alan! But yeah, we had both shepherds of the soul come along before I came along, which I was a Marine machine gunner and I was far from chaplain.
We still have your uniforms hanging upstairs.
Yes,
in the
we
bedroom.
have Air Force and Army uniforms hanging upstairs, and we have a corner involved in all of our uncles and kin that have served this country, and it means something to us. It may not mean anything to anybody else, but it does to us. So
I thank you and your family and all the history, like you were telling us. You know, having Quaden Bridge, long family history of military.
we didn't have any choice in it. We were just born into it. So I just try to carry on as best as I can. Just your friendly neighborhood chainsaw carver.
We're
Nobody
very
special.
proud of you.
I'm sure they are very proud of you. For sure. Carrying on the
The
military
Picasso of wood.
Yeah, the Rodin of Redwood. But anyway, yeah.
And there are some puppers in the background in a different room. That's what the whining is.
The whining
just to
is,
call that out.
We just picked up a puppy
Okay.
this week, so.
Oh,
How would Aunt Lillian
Sympathy.
feel about the dogs?
Oh, love them.
love them.
Love them.
We had dachshunds while we were here, and one dachshund in particular she grew very fond of. It was a red dachshund named Spruce. I name all my dogs after wood. So
that's good. That's cute.
The one you hear whining is named Maple, after Maple Shade Farms. This is where we're at. Anyway, Aunt Lillian would sit here, and Spruce would be the only dog that was welcome in her lap. That she called her monkey shines.
Yes.
And this was the chair earlier in the interview.
This is
you
the
were
area
saying where
yes.
dogs choke and
Like
yeah.
I explained, that the chairs have been replaced like 3 times. The dogs have cycled out like 3 times since Aunt Lillian has passed. But every dog that jumps up in this area to chill gets choky and goes and has to get out of the chair. Unexplainable. We sit in it, we have no problem.
REM pod and velvet.
Oh.
We have no problem, but when any other dog jumps up in this spot, it is not welcome. Or it was shown the way to get out.
How about a person? Has anyone ever sat there and felt unusual?
No, sir.
It just
the
the
dogs.
dogs. Okay.
Because this hasn't been a dog-friendly house for 80 some odd years. And when we moved in, we brought dogs, and it probably disturbed Aunt Lillian to a bit, and the people that were in this house to a bit, because there hasn't we haven't seen photographic evidence
Bell out
Now
there.
it's in there.
of a dog being around here
Bell
for
out there.
100 years. So,
Spruce was laying with you, Aunt Lillian.
yeah, when
We
Aunt
said our
Lillian
goodbyes.
was passing, we put her up in the bed with her,
Oh wow.
and she did touch her for a minute, and it wasn't her in her last moments, but
Do you remember that, Miss Ackley? Can you remember that? If so, can you give us a sign? Let us know.
Yeah.
you can do Aunt Lillian if you want to.
Oh, Ken. Oh, I thought.
Just,
Aunt Lillian.
this young whippersnapper's not trying to push you.
No, not at all. That's why I've kind of just sat back and listened because I don't.
If you want to show us a really good time, can you make both of these bells go off at the same time?
So,
There's something up next to Brian.
Mm-hmm.
It's
All right.
alright. I love you.
I have
I'm gonna slowly go over this way.
come
and
this
around.
way. So
Yeah,
I'm
'cause it
not.
whacked you briefly.
It looks
There's
like
nothing
like
here if you want.
Wait, is that the chair?
it's so there's two, but it's distorted. You got something,
You need me to profile more?
but
If I
it's
do
hard
like
to say
this?
because if you look, if it was mapping something right here, it looks like there's something down on her knees. See, so see the blue dots? They're picking up them, but there's someone down on their knees. But then it's like
That's probably Uncle Herbie.
there's
underneath
something
the tables.
distorted. Like you see how
Why?
it's kind of split.
Yeah.
Why would he get it?
he was stricken with polio as a child, so he was
Really?
crabbing around most of the time.
Really?
Well,
Re-
look
We
how
have
Really?
evidence, I showed him earlier of a signature that he did in 1945
because it's so
that is obviously underneath of a table. It was a marble table that he
See,
That's
drew
no
a
higher
pencil
than the lamp.
and dated it,
Oh wow.
and it's right here.
I'm wondering
But-
if
How
it's so
old was he when
close.
he
Let me
passed?
try to back up a little bit.
God,
so it takes better
he was
shape.
close to Aunt Lillian, but he had
Getting
withered
bigger.
leg
Oh.
due to polio,
Why did it get bigger?
Oh wait, hold on.
and he lived
What is
out
it?
in
Oh,
Lower Alloways Creek forever.
That's him.
that's him.
That's him.
That,
And then it
that
goes.
was not.
But he was the mischievous one.
Like,
Oh, yeah, he was the orneriest one
Huh.
of them all. They said that
experience. Oh,
being a crippled
Look
boy, Uncle Herbie was the most undisabled of them all.
The chair.
And he
Let
would
me scoot around.
motor
Go
around.
up.
He
Might be a
would
bad
he
idea.
learned how to drive a motorcycle with one leg.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Especially since the withered leg was the one you shift with.
Something is
wait,
with
that's
you right
that
now.
is.
And
It's like tall. Look at it.
Why are the legs through the?
It's not him,
the
right?
tall one would be
No, because there he is.
Grandpa.
That's next to the lamp.
Yeah.
That would be Pat, my great great grandfather. He was very tall. Alan, I believe he was very very tall.
They're reaching out for you. They're like putting their hand on your shoulder.
I am 6 foot. I used to be 6'1", but
So, for a moment there,
let
when
them
you were
put their
just-
hands on me.
they were
'Cause
saying, can
I
you-
want them to. I need it.
Can you-
Its crotch is like about
But-
the height of the.
for a
lamp.
moment there when you had your
Gone.
back, and now it's gone. For a moment there when you had your back turned, and this is recording, it was like its hand reached out and kind of put it on your shoulder
As you were talking about.
as you were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever that was, can you make one of these bells go off or this REM pod go off? Like now? That'd be cool.
That's
If you
him.
want to.
Oh, wait.
Tell him, here.
What's that?
Stood up. It's in front of the TV.
They move over?
Yeah, it went to the right.
But it's...
Trying to get out of the way if they want to go
Now it's
through.
going again.
Thank
There's
you.
two. There are two.
Was that a REM
Oh,
pod
wait,
out there?
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, I just got a cold chill.
There we go. Right here.
Yep.
It could because it's
There's-
cold outside.
Oh.
There
Oh.
it is.
The window's fucked up.
Oh, is it?
That sounded like my REM pod out there.
I didn't hear any
They kick on.
bullshittery coming up out of here.
Are you happy that he's telling us about the family, and are you coming forth to...
REM pod validation.
Well, we love hearing the story of the family and the history. That's keeping your memory alive, and that's what we're here is to help. Look, he's like point. Look at it, look pointing.
It's on
Like
like
pointing
the
in
corner of the
direction.
TV stand.
Pointing.
It's
This is the way I'm
standing right there.
Thank you. 2,
Come over so
Two.
we can.
3,
3.
4.
Wait.
Look, it's point.
It's
Look how
moving.
it's no. Look how its
Pointing.
hand pointed
5.
towards it. Look how
It's
hand
pointing right
pointed
towards the
it.
bell.
Six.
It's pointing towards the bell. Yeah, the hand is standing right there. It's pointing down towards the bell.
I'm not messing up with anything that they're calling.
So it'll point over to him because he's
You
right
have
over here.
magical powers where you point, make the bell go off.
And then like it'll point and then point over here. Is that like validation that you are
Manipulate.
letting us know that?
Yeah.
Look, and it just scooted. Did you see it?
I
Scooted
saw
right over
that.
to you.
It
That
disappeared
scooted
the
across
second
the
the bell went off.
Shot right around
Right over
this
to you.
way and over to you.
The second it disappeared, the bell went off
Yep.
But what's
simultaneously.
incredible about this is
Love,
the
peace,
fact.
and taco grease, family.
But that's the.
Hey.
That is what's amazing is the fact that you're getting the responses you are talking about your family, you're talking about memory. That is what, and not only that, not only are we seeing it, but we're getting the
The
responses that we are.
validation of what is happening.
And that's an amazing thing. That is absolutely amazing. And it just was standing there and it just kind of went floop right that way and then out of the way.
Darted quick. I
Darted
watched
quick.
it.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
Having you guys here, I think is
like you said, it's the best trigger
it,
object.
it really is. That's going in the trailer.
Especially when my eyeballs blasted the fuck
No,
out.
trust me. That looked terrifying on this.
He's like,
Now see where Robert is kind of where it's kind of where it was. So like
Yeah,
kind of
I
where
want to
you
get
were.
out the
back.
way. I just,
Oh, that was you.
I want to see if it comes back.
You're right.
Can you come back for us?
Oh,
Please?
yep,
There it is.
There it is.
Oh.
No, went away quick.
Can you come
Disappeared.
back and stay for a minute?
Come back.
I talked to the other room. I said, I'm trying to do right.
Well, I think that they're saying that you are for
Yeah,
sure.
I think they approve. Yep.
Yep.
And there it goes. Validation.
And this
Yes,
is
sir.
an incredible opportunity to be able to see that, to be able to continue that. Like this is, talk about a touching moment for sure.
It really
I mean,
is.
it
Like,
really.
I feel like it's emotional for him.
and I.
Yes, you can say.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I could.
Shut up. I'm not crying. You are. Fuckers.
But
Oh.
Shut up.
it's important to be
Hey,
able
look,
to get
look at
those
Aunt Lillian
answers.
now.
No, that's him.
That's
that's
him.
right.
That's him. Yeah.
That might be her. I think she approves all in all of what you're doing in life.
Not with him cursing.
And I mean, I
Yeah,
curse
well,
like a
she
sailor
always
too.
knew
My
I was
grandma
heathen.
definitely wouldn't agree
But-
with that.
But
But
what's
I'm the
What's
first
the-
heathen in this house.
But what's incredible is her, but then, you know, everyone. Like, you would start
the
talking
uncles.
about one person, your one uncle that, you know, said it had, like, medical issue.
Uncle Herbie.
Herbie,
Herbie,
and it was
yeah.
like they were down on their knees, or, like,
Yeah.
there were two right
he had
over here.
polio, he did.
Yeah,
And
he had
then-
polio. He might be communing with the other
Right.
child that died very young, but like I said earlier, it was not likely that one had enough life experience to play with anything.
All right.
but it might be
That we know.
Uncle
All right.
Herbie's residuals
Come
teaching
here.
it how to
Robert.
play.
This is more. This is not him.
No,
This is
that's
That's him. Look at the arm going around. It's like
they're hugging you.
They're leaning in and hugging you.
They're hugging you.
Yeah.
I kid you not.
Oh, they are. Are you
Yeah.
able
Look
to
at that.
pull up that screen?
Let's see. If I can move this out of the way.
I don't want you to lose it.
Yeah, I don't want to lose the recording.
That's
on
fine.
it. But look,
Well, I see. Yeah, it's leaning
because
over.
that's him. It's not mapping him. It's over here.
the legs are up against that, and
then it's
leaning
gone.
over.
Now it's
And
gone.
it's gone.
All right, well, you got a hug. And this is recording, so it.
That's some pretty amazing stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it was standing like up here, and you saw the object.
It appeared as its arm was around. It appeared as the arm was like coming around, and then
Interesting.
just went away.
Sorry. Motion detector. I jerked.
No,
Nope.
that wasn't
That
you.
wasn't you.
That was this
That's
one.
over here.
Alright, stop making me crying. That'd be nice.
But see, this
So I don't
is
look like a punk.
this is why this is one of those moments where when people think about what we do in our field, it's all about finding ghosts, trying to find some sort of scare factor, and that's not what it's about. It's moments like this where we can not only communicate to continue a story, continue someone's legacy, but an opportunity for someone who is, we say fifth generation, that they're
I
coming
knew they were
forward.
here, just never had any.
Right. Wait, what does it say?
What'd you say?
Call again.
Call again.
Grandpa did.
Call
J.G. Wentworth, 766 went down.
But again, as I said, it's not about
You know I'm joking.
fear of anyone. This is a moment that is incredible because it shows that it's more than just trying to find evidence to get people to
come
worry
on.
about it.
Stop it.
Look, and
Shut up.
this is
You're
what it's all
crying,
about.
I'm not.
Bullshit.
That is a beautiful
Yeah,
thing.
I'm glad for this moment. This is definitely.
It
definitely
brings
awesome.
what we do, like so much, like I don't know.
And it just shows you
It's
like
amazing.
when a place stays within the family generationally, of like how that is, of that family connection. You know, it's not like a stranger's.
Right.
You're surrounded by your loved ones, and any chance to communicate with them. And I mean, we all have a.
We are staunch Presbyterians. Once we put you in the ground, you ain't spoken of no more. And Aunt Lillian was one of the biggest proponents of this. There was no display of old loved ones on the windows or the walls. That's why all the pictures were put away and nobody spoke of them anymore. We on the other hand are completely opposite, and this is who we are, this is where we came from, and we display the pictures as we find them. And on the Ackley side, that they've gone back to the 17 somethings, and we participated in the Quentin Bridge skirmish and a couple other little pop cows with the British or the loyalists, as it was back in the day, because we were all British back then. But Company B, Gloucester County Militia was where John served, and me and my uncles, we've all served this country, and just did our thing for King and Country, and then came home and farmed. And we saw the world, saw it was not that good, and we came back here and decided this is where we was gonna put up our life. And
Here you are after all these years.
And going back to what he
Yep.
was saying, considering they were, a family of really not showing past deceased ones and stuff like that, but you have been doing that. My question to the spirits here, do you actually, now that you are on the other side, do you appreciate them remembering you? Are you happy they look at your pictures? Do you appreciate that? Has your views changed since you've passed? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Like, do they
probably
have they
not.
changed their mind? Maybe it feels
No.
good.
I mean, if you think about it, again, once you are on that side, it doesn't always necessarily mean that a spirit is stuck somewhere.
I've
There's
never felt anything trapped here.
right. It's more along the lines that their energy is here, and when that energy becomes so strong and you become connected, like this moment that you just had, the energy, even though we can't see it other than our sensors, and of course seeing it through devices that we have, that energy rises. So it's like you yourself are becoming a battery that because you're becoming emotional, and you're just talking about the legacy of your family is just bringing that energy out and stronger. So it is drawing them to you to where it's not so much that they're just stuck here, it's now they're finding an opportunity to say, let's take advantage of this moment here, as it looks like that they did.
Standing on the shoulders of giants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Aunt Lillian's room looks like it does.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
it's the Aunt Lillian's room. It'll always be Aunt Lillian's room.
What an awesome moment.
Well,
usually
I think I'm gonna put the spirit portal on.
You think we can hear you? Maybe we can hear them.
Maybe
I'm
we
hoping,
can
'cause
hear
we
it.
do have the I guess my favorite piece of equipment, to be honest,
Digital
the
voice
digital recorder.
Amongst the original piece of equipment for anybody.
Get out! Oh
It was
shit!
What would be interesting is if we maybe hear her voice come through, or anybody's, but
All right, Aunt Will.
Was
So-
that the bell?
for anyone who's here, what's about to happen, if you speak very loudly, we will be able to hear you. So anything you have to say, please say it as loud as you can. Get close to the device that Robert's over there turning on. This is a chance for us to hear anything you have to say. This is where Amy's expertise comes in, because
Yeah, we can't hear. Whoa,
wake up.
male's voice. I turned it down a little bit so it don't blow our ears. Is there anything you would like to say? You can come and speak through this old radio. What just happened? Yeah.
Shut off.
shouldn't have.
Do you not want to speak out
I
loud?
got it.
Uncle Alan was also a preacher that put out a radio broadcast.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, not like live radio from here, but he would record it on. He had an extensive up in that corner where the maid's room would be. He had that as the quote unquote radio room, and he had extensive recording and dubbing material in there for him to record his sermons. And he would put that on cassette tapes and distribute that amongst his flock.
It was like the original podcast without the
Yes,
internet. Without the internet.
That was way prior to the internet. And he was quite proud of that.
Run it till
At the time of his death, we had a gigantic slot of cassette tapes that we just didn't know what to do with, so they
They're up in the attic.
went out in the bin. Because cassette tapes, nobody knows how to deal with them. And even if you had one, the little foam backings on the back of the
Flight.
Light.
Did that say play?
Light.
Light.
if,
Light.
You had the little backings, the little foam backings that you needed to press up against the player head. They all
Yeah.
fell off of the cassette tapes. So you need someone to restore that, and there was just nothing you could do. Because they were stored up in the attic, which got very hot, and it was very dry, and everything dried out. So
Can you speak to us through this? Can you say hi to Brian?
we're all here, family. One of us that's left. We're honoring your presence.
If you're not a fan of the radio, we have other devices you can touch to let us know you're here. Merchandise. It was
Merchandising. Yeah, man, I hear you.
been Male's voice every time.
And it's the same voice.
Yeah, but it's unintelligible.
Is that?
I heard merchandising in a Mel Brooks accent.
Yeah.
And you said maybe.
I'm
Uncle
sorry if I'm goofing,
Uncle Alan?
Uncle Alan, Uncle or grandfather, Pappy Allen. I'm just a working man, going through life, living in your house. Just loving where you got me and appreciative for everything that I got.
Hey.
REM pod.
Okay, a REM pod hit.
It's pretty quiet.
It did. So nothing again is showing up. It was like
Nothing's popped up over here.
no, not since he got that hug.
Yeah.
Well, hey, since the portal's going and we're trying to get them, take a walk with that Doug.
Just to
and
go another room.
Yeah, let's do a sweep. Let's just do a sweep and maybe get their attention, and hopefully we can
You want me
hear them speak through
to
that.
corral the hounds?
So hopefully,
Oh no, we're just
just so you
staying in this area.
just so you know, this helps us see where you're at. We saw earlier you come forward. You even gave a hug. It was a very beautiful moment. It was incredible. We're not chasing you around. We're not doing this to make you run through.
Whoop. Gotcha.
It appeared. Hey,
Two on the ceiling?
what's that? That's like. Hold on, let me back
Wait,
up
it's
a little
on the
bit.
wall. Back up.
Perhaps it's because I'm too close.
No, it's on the wall.
Why is-
it's right there on the wall.
But why is it on the? It's pointing to the thing here.
It's right there on the wall. It's next to the cabinet. It's like up the wall.
Pointing at the cabinet.
Like you can see, it's a little, and we have a
Yeah.
REM pod out there. It's a little right to the chair.
And
The
there's-
one leg is on top of that chair. It's right there in that area. And we got REM pod.
we got REM
hits.
pod. Oh,
I'm getting it. I got it all,
and it
it's
went
gone.
away.
And we had REM pod hits.
He was out here just talking about how he knows he's got to fix the house, and started hitting.
Talking about fixing the house, doing maintenance.
See the ceiling?
I've been lacking, and I need to get on house maintenance, and I know the people in the house want me to take care of it.
Is there anything specific that you'd like him to work on first?
Like the windows. All right.
No windows.
No windows.
I know.
Okay.
Woman.
Woman.
Wash the windows. That's you.
Yes,
What?
dear.
Did you
Promise
catch
I'll
that?
wash the
No.
windows.
No. But first woman's voice.
Hello, ma'am. Are you here? Can you speak again?
REM pod.
Tell us who you are, please.
Ackley? That just said Ackley.
Oh, I just got freaking chills, dude. Did you hear that?
That just said Ackley.
Okay, Miss Ackley,
That just
is that you?
What did you hear?
Same
Yeah.
voice. Yes.
that
Yes.
said Ackley.
And in a woman's voice.
Miss Ackley, thank you. I'm glad you're here, and we appreciate you.
What?
Did you say shut up?
No, it was
That would be
unintelligible.
Did you could you
That's
tell?
my mom.
That's my mom.
It was too
Does
broken.
that- Whoa.
That was music. That was more than likely. a
Now I
radio
know it
station.
was quick, but any kind of tone that maybe sounds familiar. I mean, huh?
REM pods.
The kind of shut up sound, that sounded like my mom. That was
My mom Ackley.
my mom Ackley. She was taken from us very quickly.
Guys,
There's a conversation.
guys, you can sit.
My mom. All right. I hear you, my mom. I love you. I've been missing you for a long time.
Can you say something else for us, please?
Fox News.
That was a radio. That was
Radio.
a
Trump
station.
sucks, right?
That was a station right there.
Yeah.
But that's going on.
She's beeping on Trump
Can we
sucks.
go back to Miss Ackley or Mama Ackley? Are you still here? So we got Ackley on that.
And then you said, "Are you still here?" And then a woman's voice, "Yes." And that REM pod out there was.
Love you, Mama.
That sounded like a guitar riff.
Because that's what it's doing. It's scanning through the radio stations super quick, but you're looking for intelligent words, voices,
Right.
same voices coming over multiple channels.
Like Ackley.
American Hero,
That's
where
incredible.
the
That's
aliens messed
so
with the
cool.
radio and make
That was so
it
cool.
and talk to them.
and you can hear the that's the stations it's
Gotcha.
ripping through. That's how fast it's scanning.
I've never thought my mom would stick around because she was done with this world.
Oh, she might have been done.
Straight
She's
up.
probably not sticking around. She came.
Right.
She came to see it here. Yeah.
And some people believe that by just calling someone's name,
Girl, female.
Anna? Anna?
I didn't hear
REM
that.
pod. But sometimes by just calling someone's name, it's kind of like a call out. I
Ackley?
believe.
That's Ackley again.
Was it I believe? Or was
Yes.
that Ackley?
Either it was either
Ackley.
Ackley or I believe, but it sounded
Hard,
like
hard
Ackley.
to tell.
It was.
But they believe by saying their name that it kind of causes them to have to
Keeps them alive.
Uncle Alan.
They evoke their
to
name.
come there for a bit. Not that they're
Papa.
permanently
Yeah,
there, but by
kind of like you're
saying
drawing
their
them in by speaking their name.
yeah, you call them into existence, or
Yeah.
at least
I hear you, Mom.
So, what other
REM pod
messages
hits.
do you have? What other anyone? Hope.
Hope. It kind of did sound like hope.
Now that voice came over the same time. Every time a voice comes over that, the REM pod goes off. I'll ask again, what part of the house should be worked on first? I guess it's dealer's choice, so whatever.
Yeah, it's when they transitioned, it was upstairs, except for great grandfather Alan. He was working out in the field, and he was pulling dockweed, which was a common thing for hay fields. You had to pull the shit out because it would just mess your hay up.
Right.
And he came in the house. He felt tuckered out. He lay down for a nap and died. And,
Wow.
Which most of the case back in the old days, you just worked yourself until you couldn't.
Like a horse.
You
just kept going.
went to sleep and you woke up dead.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
I believe that's what happened. I guess my dad called him Pap or Pop.
This is one of
And he was of several generations before that just worked until he died. There was no retirement back then,
Nah,
no.
so
it's impossible.
yes, there was no Social Security at that time. So yeah, I'm in the same boat. There's gonna be retirement face down in the sawdust for me.
I wonder if maybe I kind of like if we sit back. So what if I step out of the room there? I mean, will that make you help come forward? Because I just want to know if anyone's still here. It's gotten kind of quiet. You still?
Whoa.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm glad that you let me know and let us know that
And that bell hasn't been off for some time.
that you're still here. So thank you for that. Finally.
Nothing but love, especially my mom. You have a short temper. I love you for that because I'm just like you.
Short temper, huh?
Yes.
Oh,
That- My mom
Is that
always
the
was
spicy
full of.
one that you guys were talking about
Yep.
earlier?
My mom was spicy. She's full of piss and vinegar.
Pop-Up was just incredible.
He just went along with
Yep.
what my mom was fucking hollering about.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. Making my mom happy.
Yeah.
Happy
And
wife,
it's
happy life.
Oh yeah, happy wife, happy
Yes.
life.
and
Yeah.
what's
It is
incredible.
right there.
What's incredible about that, especially when you go back to those generations where a lot of times when you think of grandmoms especially, like, they were like, this is how it's going to be.
We're
Holler at
talking
you.
about that.
But,
It's this
but,
now.
but, they would,
Oh, the bell out here.
Also, them walking around in that moo house coat got them 12 kids.
that,
So-
and you know what? When it came down to it, it was, they'd do anything for you. They'd
Yeah.
bend over backwards. It was there someone who came through that?
Yes.
So you got Belle, you got,
My mom was not exactly the most warm and fuzzy grandmother.
Bell again.
But you knew she loved you. Just keep your slimy ass over there, kid.
Can you touch that bell again?
We wiped our nose. And
Are you sitting there?
Grandma uncorrect. So
This way.
there was none of that coddling stuff. We was brought up honest,
They're talking to you.
and we love you for it because we's proper humans now, and you done us good. So
They asking you if you got any.
I got any Ackley sense.
Send us.
I just sound like a karate.
I have no idea.
Sound like a Russia sock, like
Well, that's
karate.
Leo.
What?
Say it again.
Dummkopf? Did I hear?
Don't
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not being a dumbass. I'm sorry.
Two? An echo?
It was a man and a woman's voice at the.
Nice to see you.
It was a man and woman's voice like at the same time. It was
Are
weird,
they- could
like
they be-
overlapping.
Could they be like conversing with one? Like, did we just create like some kind of
A
family
family portal?
reunion here?
A family reunion?
Because
Possibly.
you have you that like your energy's bringing.
I
them
got a
together.
bonding feeling.
Right.
Like
Yes.
there's things happening that I can't see, but
You can feel
I'm
it.
feeling wrapped up.
Right. Yeah, like around because now you have multiple voices at the same time coming through. So like again, are we manifesting some kind of family reunion here? And it's incredible. But again, I go back to it because it feels that way. It feels like with what you experience, you putting out everything, and of course not just that moment. Like since we got here earlier,
Yeah.
you've been telling us there again. Everyone's kind of gathered around and like, oh hey, good to see you. What you been doing? Where you been? Like it's
This has been a
Spiritual.
gathering point for the last 100 years.
what a cool opportunity for all of this, and I tell you, I appreciate being able to experience this, and us not in the family. I mean, we're your guests, so we thank you for allowing
But they
us.
surely did make us feel like family since the minute we
Oh,
walked in.
100%. I mean, it's
My ancestors would
welcome.
come out the grave and get me if I didn't show consideration to guests.
well,
The guests are supposed to be getting the best you got in the house.
you have spoiled us since we've gotten here, and
Literally.
you guys have been here a little longer, but ever since we walked in the
cooked this
door.
amazing
That's upsetting,
dinner.
like
Yeah.
the
Shrimp,
hospitality.
pasta, a whole plate. There was plates and I was like, oh, I had a
Garlic bread.
sub before I came here, but I'm so happy I ate it. Delicious.
It was, too. I love pesto.
Thank you, Food Channel.
It's been quiet up there. No cat balls gone off yet.
No more baskets of shit hitting the floor.
No.
That's-
And that was wild earlier. The stuff, Oh, that was,
That would get you, I
Is that your
believe.
bell?
yeah.
What is that?
Bell and then a male's voice.
That was a bell.
It was a misfire on the bell, but it went off.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Gotcha, buddy.
Thank you.
Or
Thank you
Grandpa.
for this house. And you.
We're trying to do the best we can.
Female voice, but I don't know what
Not needs. Like needs or needs.
Love.
And it's funny, when we go back and listen to all of this, then we'll be able to pinpoint it back and say, oh yeah, that's what it said. Between the audio going and
You break it down.
being able to actually put it all together.
That kind of sounded like niece.
Yeah.
Amy was just saying niece.
Yeah,
Niece?
so that was probably Aunt Lillian or someone talking to you.
Ah.
That was kind of weird. It was a woman, but like, huh?
It sounded like Aunt Lillian.
Some ninja shit.
Aunt Lillian, I missed you.
I hear you. Slapping me upside my head. That's what she's doing.
I also.
I'm acting right.
It was
I know that.
I also grandmother.
I definitely heard I also.
And I know.
Admires popping.
And Amy is saying.
And I know.
And I know.
And that was
She
amazing.
knows, yeah.
That was amazing.
They know love is being generated towards them.
Bell.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Trying to show it.
She's definitely letting you know.
Yeah.
For sure. That's.
Whoever it is.
Yeah.
We're not sure if that one is Mama. Mama was snatched from us from an aneurysm. But she didn't die here. She died next door.
Yeah.
But if you're
My name is
My name is
Catherine.
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 Aunt Catherine.
Aunt Catherine?
Get the hell
Nuh-uh.
out of here.
Aunt Catherine?
My name is Catherine. Came right up.
Oh, I
on
got
me.
You asked,
chills. I'm
Brian.
gonna have to use your blanket.
Aunt Catherine, what are you doing here?
Where did she pass?
She down the road.
Oh,
she
well,
was
it's still
she was
all y'all's
married
grounds.
to John, Grandpa Allen's oldest son, John, started the Ackley tractor people, which broke from the Ackley sawmill farm people.
Please
Talk
hear
to
my
her.
voice.
Please hear my voice.
Okay.
Okay, Aunt Catherine.
We're listening.
If it's you,
Yes.
we all ears.
Yeah, this is definitely a family reunion for sure.
So that's the thing. So there was
There
a
you go.
female voice that just happened.
Yes, she
Yeah.
wants to talk to you.
She didn't have any connection with his farm other than John. And John broke from this family. He didn't want to be in.
Serenity.
Serenity.
Okay, you're calm about it. And the break in the family wasn't hard. It was okay. That was the mechanic Ackleys, and we were the farm Ackleys. And it was harmonious. They had their business, and we used them to service our tractors, and we bought tractors from them. And it was like they said, serenity and symbiotic.
What'd she say?
Carolyn? Nuh-uh.
Carolyn, that is Aunt Catherine's daughter.
No. Are you kidding
No.
me?
I shit you not.
What?
Wow.
Aunt Catherine had a
You
daughter,
said it.
Caroline.
Well, talk
She
to her.
married into the Banky family right down the road. So all these people that we are talking with are
Can't make this
connected
shit
to
up.
this dirt from here to that light down there in Deerfield.
Yeah.
Talk to her.
Doug said
Hi,
it's-
Caroline.
It's a family reunion.
How you and John doing?
Lights.
I miss his bucktooth ass and coming talking about fishing. We used to call him the Bulldog.
Visual.
Visual.
Are you going to do something visually for us? Move something? Please don't break it. You broke enough today throughout the house.
What?
Music.
How about that?
John Banky was the Bulldog. Yeah, he was a force to be reckoned with. All right.
Just
Sit? Was that? Did that say sit?
Click.
No, it was like
I mean, I stood. Let me. Okay, maybe. I don't know if they said sit or not, but I will. Like I still cannot get over the fact that my name is Catherine, and then
the daughter's name.
the daughter, and you're like,
Catherine.
oh well, that's her daughter. What? Like, that is just
And that's what I was talking
mind-blowing. That's I mean, but
I'm not Pikachu.
it's amazing. Again, it's just like it's like a family reunion, a spiritual family reunion.
We
and
got all sorts of people dropping by.
Who else? Please let us know who else is here at this gathering, because
Well, if you think about it, that room was a parlor for family deceased.
Yeah, there was.
Therefore, a lot of people, family, gathered here.
We had there's Frank Coles.
okay.
Okay, all right.
But he was.
We have the DVR systems running all throughout the house, recording.
Wouldn't have been in here to haunt the place, or not haunt, but leave any kind of imprint that long. I don't know. Maybe they had business dealings in there.
So I have to ask you, just out of curiosity, it's going to kind of seem like an off-the-wall question, but like, do you ever, or have you ever at times felt that like you get
I saw it.
feelings when you walk into a room or you're around people and just have feels you can't really explain?
Of
I mean, I
course.
know everyone does, but
Yeah.
like just something that doesn't happen
I don't
often.
want to sound like a goddamn new world crystal weirdo, but yeah, I'm empathic.
Okay, no, and that's why I ask, because
I hear you.
did that say that's true? It sounded like
to me from in here.
It was a man's voice, kind
And
of
yeah,
slurred,
I feel
but-
things,
and
I don't necessarily put.
That sounds like Uncle
Sometimes I ignore them, and it's really screwed my life up. But yeah, I hear you.
All
I
right.
swear they're like answering you as you're
I hear
talking.
you.
They're having a conversation with you as you're talking. It's
It's every time that I've ignored that voice in the back of my head, I've severely regretted it. And
I guess
because
you should start listening to it.
and
yeah, I was ignorant to that voice.
I
So-
mean, well, not everybody.
but
I
it took severe tragedy to open my brain
totally
up.
get that because
Okay.
I was that way.
I mean it's let it out.
Let it out.
Is that what it just said? Let it out.
I'm not sure.
And again, it's like if you've always had that voice in the back of your head that you've ignored, you know. I mean, here we are. Like again, we're sitting here. We're not doing any kind of ceremony or seance.
Correct.
We're talking into the air. We
Mhm.
just have things around that'll react when the atmosphere changes. So
Right.
it's almost like immediately once we kind of settled
That
ourselves
fighting
here.
word could be relevant to him, fighting the voices that he.
So it's kind of like taking this opportunity. It's almost like it's saying like, wow, maybe
Is this an interdiction on my part?
yeah, intervention, like
yeah,
a spiritual intervention, you know. And
Getting
that's the thing.
attacked here.
It's
I'm gonna pull guns and start shooting.
No.
Oh. All right, so we're getting ready to move.
Oh my God!
The REM pod upstairs in her bedroom was
It's
going
all
off.
going off. All right, so
Oh my God.
we just came in to
From a
grab
break.
some equipment to take to the second floor, and as we approach it, I mean, it wasn't just green. That baby
All
was
the way.
all the way pink.
And we're starting to put our equipment up. Oh my
Look at
God.
look at the meter over there.
Yeah. Dude, and the REM pod on her bed
That
was just going off by itself, and no one is up there.
I'm done. Got home now.
Can you make that go off again, please?
All my energy has been depleted.
Few blips on the. We just had some serious activity going on.
Yeah, it's almost like, as you said, she likes to lay there.
And we were approaching it. I was right about here. That started going off. Doug was right behind me. We took a couple steps back. It was going nuts. I didn't have my phone on me. Doug started recording. I ran to go grab my phone. The REM pod all the way upstairs in Aunt Lillian's bed that she passed away in. The REM pod was going off while everyone was down here.
So it's going off on both floors.
And now it's completely stopped.
Okay.
It's like when we kind of get close to it. Like something's...
But the bell went off.
Yeah.
Went off.
And now it's not. You can always touch these cat balls too. Oh. You like the cat balls? Here, you want a little bit of music? Here's some music for you. Yeah, and we're just coming in from a break. We're getting our equipment. We're trying to head upstairs. What
was that?
What was that?
That was a fucking Facebook thing.
Oh. But look at the REM pod.
Can you come out? Can I get close? Look, even me getting close, it's not us. Because that would be going off if that was us.
Yeah.
We were, like, back here.
Yep. Yeah, I had equipment in my hand, stuck in my box. Look at the K2 meter was just going up. Just,
Hey.
oh, dude!
So we got
All
the
three!
bell and-
All three! The bell, the K2, and that. Holy smokes! All three at the same time. Dude.
And all we're trying to do is get the stuff to go upstairs. Does this mean that you want us to stay down here?
Dude, that was freaking insane.
And it's crazy. That bell went off. That went. Yeah, they all three just
They,
like went nuts.
the
at same time.
K2 spiked so high at that moment, it almost went to red. The spirit truck, man. Thank you. Can you do that again? Super excited. That's amazing. Made all three go off. Was that you, Aunt Lillian, or someone else? We also heard that there was a child spirit. Is this the child spirit? Do you like the truck? The music? All right, the K2 hit. So the K2...
That's how it starts.
That's how it starts. And then everything else will go off in theory. You like the music? If you like the music, hit the bell on the REM pod. I was waiting for it because that's
was I.
that's
because
what
that
happened
last
last
one,
time.
It's like it powered up and then boom.
What REM pod? What REM pod?
Is that upstairs?
Where's your REM pod?
My REM. Wait, my REM pod's sitting on the ground at the end of the hallway.
Well,
by
that-
the bathroom.
Well, that was just going off. Oh, REM pod's going off. Just went off crazy bonkers. Well, he's recording. I'm recording. We just want to get our stuff up there. Thank you, though. The second I started walking away... Oh! every time I turn my back, I take a step away.
There's a hit up there.
Dude, every time I scoot and start going, every time I move an inch, it goes off. Watch.
You're not allowed to go.
Oh, I'm getting goose. Dude, this is spooky. This is... No!
What'd she say? Yeah, every time he moves away, it'll go.
Dude, you're like,
This is nuts. Dude, there is something there. It was every time I turned my back and took a step, it would go
I
off.
was watching the lights flicker.
All right.
That was Aunt Lillian.
Aunt Lillian, that's so cool.
she might have a crush on you, Robert.
Oh, Brian.
No.
Do I need to show up and chaperone this mess?
No, really some compelling stuff with this. Every time I was starting to walk away, it would make it go off. And now Brian's... That's a full grab. Something was just holding that antenna right now. And Brian showed up. Did you see that?
Hey, family.
Hey,
No way.
That was the first time. That was the second time it went off.
Love and respect for everybody. Okay. We're trying to do right around here.
Are you happy with everything Brian has done with the place?
They shouldn't be. I've been lacking. Yes, I've been slacking. I need to do more. Like clean the gutters and stuff. Alright. Yeah, Aunt Lillian wasn't much on maintenance. Her brothers took care of that. Because she was a prim and proper, never got her hands dirty type lady. Whereas she always thought I was help coming up from the barn in the later portions of her life, until we had to have surgery done to do a bypass on her lower extremities from her toes from rotting off because there wasn't enough blood going. And God bless that vascular surgeon.
God.
Yeah, God bless that vascular surgeon because he rerouted enough blood to get down to her toes where her the ends that were basically blackened, gangrene-ish, or they flecked off and had enough circulation in her feet to give her a comfortable life, but they weren't going to release her until she showed some kind of cognizance. And for the first time in years, when I walked into the room where she was in Elmer Hospital after the surgeons were in there giving her her post-op checklist to see if she was all right to go home, she looked me dead in the face. "Oh, hi, Brian." And she hasn't done that since we've gotten in the house, because she always saw me as help coming up from the barn. And it was amusing up to that point, but when it was critical, she became lucid enough to say, "Hello, Brian." And we got her to come home, and she was able to exit this life and step into the next, where she came into this life. It was second floor up there.
and
Which
yeah,
we're about to head to.
It
Yeah,
just
that's a really
shifted
good-
from one room to the next, where she was born and where she died. And I pledged that when we were tasked to move in here with Aunt Lillian, that she was not going to go into a nursing home.
Yeah.
She would
That's the best.
exit life the way she came in here. And yeah, that's the way we want everybody to go in our family.
I'm sure she appreciated it.
Amongst loved ones, and not amongst a clinical staff where you're a number. And
Yeah. It's a privilege to be able to have that opportunity, you know, to pass in your
Yes.
own home, surrounded by the ones that you love, taking care of you.
and,
Look,
always wanted that.
Definitely in
And
agreement.
I'll never deny a family member that wants to go out that way here. Because this has been the sole depository and
that's a full grab.
That's
That's
solid.
something holding the antenna. Something is holding it. Wow.
And then enough.
and just the family history where there was nowhere else to go, so they dumped them here, and we love them all. And I don't care where they're from, but they're all kin to me, so they all belong here.
And there's indefinite attachment for the simple fact that, yeah, things are happening as we walked in, but then you walked in and the bell went off. Everything is just solid when you're around. I mean, so.
Well, I'm the blood descendant,
Absolutely.
but there's my blood in Missouri. There's blood in Florida. They're
All over.
They're all over the place. It's just
Big family.
I'm stuck here, tied to the dirt where we all came from. I wouldn't say stuck. I like being here.
Oh,
Thank
whoa.
you. I appreciate being here. I am not stuck.
The
I belong
acknowledgement.
here. This is where I belong.
And to think that right before we got started, you know, you guys were talking about kind of stepping away. I'm glad you didn't, because this is exactly what
Well,
exactly what it was about.
This is our house, and this is what I stagger through every night at 1 o'clock in the morning. And got dogs asleep in the kitchen and just stumbling through the house. And I feel people here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you know, you're in that semi-sleep state. It's like, God, I hear you, Grandpa. All right, Anna. Just you're trying to get to the kitchen, drink some pickle juice so you don't get leg cramps, and stagger back up to the house.
But what's cool is the fact that now when you do that, you're like, yeah, I had a chance to talk to everybody.
Yes.
You know? And while you still can,
There
you
was
know
never
that
a
they're here to
reciprocating voice.
Right.
It was always, all right, I know you're here, but I can't talk back.
Strong
Or
hits.
you can't talk back to me. I can always talk to you.
It's like
So-
by him sharing all this, it's ramping it up.
Yeah.
Best trigger object ever. It really
Burning my retinas out.
the light of the camera.
Thank you. Validation from the spiritual world.
The spirits are
Lay
saying
off
you're
my
burning my
retinas,
retina.
please. Jesus.
Full grab.
Thank you.
All right,
spiritual.
so we are going to try to get our equipment set up upstairs. Hopefully, we shall see.
Carry on, my wayward sons,
Yes.
as the song does say.
Let's get our stuff. Let's go up. Let's investigate upstairs here in Ackley Farm.
Yeah. Hey, so we are about to head upstairs to see if we can make contact with Aunt Lillian in the bedroom where she passed, and the bedroom where she was born. And we have the whole upstairs set up with equipment all over the place. We had a lot of interactions down here with Brian and Debbie and all of us. It was really awesome to see. Yeah. So we're headed on up now. So Dougie boy, you can lead the way.
Yes.
And we have
lead me into the darkness.
We have cat balls along the stairs off to the right. And we have been having some activity up here. See, that's a cat ball which went off from Doug walking on the step.
Do a quick sweep through real fast down into that.
Yep. And in this room that we are looking in now with the SLS, we have a supercharged REM pod on the bed. If anything gets near that bed, it's gonna set it off. We have the motion detector, music box pointing that way. Also, we have a bell on the bed as well.
Nope.
All little dolls everywhere. A lot of creep.
There it is. That's.
I was looking at the dolls. Any hits on that?
No, nothing yet.
Oh, some hits on the spirit truck. We have.
That's as we were walking out.
Yeah, we were walking out. Oh,
now we got red pod hits
out here.
No.
Again.
We gotta walk out.
Dude, and then. And like a old woman's voice. And you have an SLS hit.
Hey! Okay. Hello? Oh.
And it's gone.
Right at the end of the bed. I wasn't even paying attention. And it's right over where that supercharge is. Hello? We're on the second floor of Ackley Farmhouse.
And this is the bedroom where she lived in her final days, and she passed in this bedroom. We also have a REM pod down there and a bell near the bedroom where she was born. Aunt Lillian, if you are here, can you walk past that device or touch that device on the bed or hit the bell? We got the spirit portal on. Pretty quiet, but so we are upstairs. We have everything set up. We have the SLS camera. We have the music box going. So, getting any hits on that bad boy?
So far, no. I have it stationary. I have it peeking down this kind of little hallway here up on the second floor, just to see if anything or anyone comes out of any of the rooms, goes up and down the hall.
Out of curiosity, let's use me as a guinea pig to see if any follows me. We have a bell there. We have a REM pod right there. Oh, we were getting hits
Down at the very end.
Yep. I gotta be cautious going around.
Miss Ackley, are you up here?
Do better.
Can you do better?
In the bedroom?
In the bedroom?
Kinda sounded like in the bedroom. Oh,
Is she in the bedroom? If so, can you let us know again?
Oh, getting hit.
Keep going, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right cupboard is right by the bedroom. You told him to keep going. Should he go in? It's chillier up here than it was down there.
No heat ray.
Yeah. There's a vibe down here.
There's a vibe down there.
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out here.
That was me stepping on the spirit truck.
All right, so somebody's sitting on the couch here. Arms are all out and everything. Legs are crossed.
I'm coming. Oh wow.
Its legs were crossed. Look how its arms are kind of just like spread out.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just like laying out, chilling out, and
Yeah, on the couch.
so who's that sitting right there? Are you relaxing and we're in your way? They're touching the bell.
Yeah, can you hit the bell? Can you make it go off?
I feel like I'm kind of maybe because I'm close. Oh,
Pot hits down there. Whoa.
it's like I'm awfully close. Oh wait, it's like kind of getting up.
That REM pod goes off. I don't want to miss it.
Are you part of the Ackley family? I'm sure this is. What? They're like standing up on it now? Gone.
Gone.
They were just laying there, like chilling out. Legs actually at one point were crossed. As it, right? They were like crossed, like they were just chilling out with their arms spread out.
Yeah.
And they were laying there and then suddenly just gone, so.
Shocked it didn't make the bell go off.
No. In fact, because I had gotten up and you said there was a vibe down there, so. I just wanted to kind of scan.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to scan.
To the right. Yep. Spirit portal has been quiet.
It has, other than it said keep going. Or in the bedroom.
Yeah, do you want us in the bedroom? Oh,
Okay, well,
okay, we're going the right way.
here we go. Going in the bedroom.
See if we get anything.
Miss Ackley, was this? Oh,
That
was
REM
me.
pod, superchargers, creepy little dolls, old portraits of the family.
Is that me?
But yeah, that's
Okay.
you. As soon as you get anywhere near that bed, this thing will be set off, as you can
The bed
see.
is charged.
Yep.
Miss Ackley, is it okay that we're in your bedroom?
There we go. Amazing the amount of history that is in this house. Marriage certificates.
I mean, yeah, there's like photos and just everything in here. It all just is part of the family. It's just all been in the family for generations. Was there someone at the foot of the bed there that we saw, I don't know, 15 minutes ago? Is that a chair back there?
Yeah.
Can you come
With
sit down in the chair?
creepy dolls on it.
If you want us... Any idea? No.
Something started with a W, man's voice.
If you want us out of your bedroom, can you just give us some sort of sign? Did you enjoy the little reunion or gathering that took place downstairs a little while ago?
This is. We would really appreciate it if you could touch any of our equipment. We would love to be able to communicate with you, and you can help us know that you are there by touching our equipment that we have all around here. It will let us know you're around, and if you're okay with it, we would love to ask you questions. Hopefully it's not past your bedtime.
I was just getting ready to ask that. I was just getting ready to say, are we kind of invading your personal space? And
I'm almost positive it's past her bedtime.
Very, very past the bedtime for sure. Again, if you would like us to leave your bedroom, if Miss Ackley is here, because you're ready to go to sleep, please just let us know.
Very quiet once the music stopped.
Yeah.
Let me crank it. Once I stepped on it, it just stopped playing music. I don't know why that would There we go. Every now and then they like the music. So no hits on the SLS.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. It just really makes you think about the things we've captured before. Actually, Doug, you know what we should do?
For a brief second, down in that chair.
I was thinking you should take that while you have battery.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down to the room where the basket was thrown.
Yes, very good idea.
And the glass broke.
Very good idea.
Let's
check it out.
Check that out. Same with the bathroom. Wait, what's that, dude?
Oh, I'm sitting there thinking it's mapping Amy. Hold on.
Amy's.
Hold on, let me back up. Oh, it's leaning into Amy. There
look,
she is.
There's Amy. It's leaning into her.
And we're very, very close, so it's getting a...
What is it doing? Whoa, look at that, dude.
I'm trying to get it to kind of shape itself out, but it's like right in front. Oh.
Amy, walk this, go that way if you can.
There's a wall there.
Right now it's picking her up.
I wonder if that was... I don't know. I hope nothing just attached to her.
No, because now it's picking her up. Before,
almost like it
was over here. Look, now it's like look, something's like, I don't even know if that's picking her up. But look, and what's the step? That is not her.
Yeah, her leg is
it's
not
like
bending out
standing
like that.
in front, but like...
Alright, like Doug, have her stay there. Go around that way. I'm going to come behind you. And Amy, we want you to go...
Look, now it's in front of her.
Now it's in front of her.
Oh.
I got that.
It's whole.
And walk down the hallway.
Me?
Yeah. I just want to make sure... Alright, watch her. Now keep an eye on her.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Alright.
What was that behind us? Did you hear?
It's probably the kitchen down there. Alright. Now walk back. There was a quick little squirgly anomaly. Okay, there. There you are. Stay right there. Perfect. That's her.
Mm-hmm.
Look. Nothing's
moving. She's still.
Yeah.
It was almost like it was following behind, but it's like hard because it's had its own shape, or like its own figure.
Yeah. Alright. No, it was strange because you were there, and at first it was leaning over. You know, it was you were right like there, and it was like leaning over. And then at one point it looked like it became you, like it attached to you, and then you're standing there, and you're perfectly straight, but there's like it's kind of like on you, and it's like kicking its leg out and stuff, but it kind of looked like you. So I wanted to see you walk away
to see if it like kind of did its own thing.
Yeah. I want nothing getting attached to you.
Ah, well. Nothing like having a friend.
So let's go to that, see if we get a hit where that laundry basket. So that will be up and to the right. Before the investigation, Debbie was showing us old photos she laid out in Aunt Lillian's room. During that exact moment, a basket fell down, breaking glass 2 rooms down. We started recording the aftermath. So we were just in the other room looking at photographs, and we heard a loud sound. Ackmonster was downstairs. 3 of us were in the back room looking at it, and this fell. Oh, look at the broken glass.
Oh, well.
Clean up aisle 4.
Yeah, we'll come in here and
A lot of stuff moving already, and we've been in here for about an hour.
Done stirred up my ancestors.
see,
Aunt Lillian!
What?
Yeah,
I pulled the ancestors out of the closet.
she pulled the ancestors out, and I was taking photographs of them for, good B-reel.
Hitchners.
And she was talking about Ackley right there.
This is the purchaser of the house that we originally. This is John.
And this is Fletchinger.
So that's who the house was bought from.
Yes.
Okay, John Ackley.
That's John Ackley. His father was Uriah Ackley.
Uriah Ackley.
And those are the Hitchners, as of Hitchners up the road.
The big Hitchner family.
This is CNH. That is John's wife, Louisa Fletchinger.
Yes.
Okay.
So
And then I found this.
Yeah, there's a bunch of photos that don't have names, and we don't know who they belong to.
But
they're old.
They're old.
Yeah, they're definitely old.
Almost tin types.
Wow.
I think there is a tin type in here somewhere. No, don't chew on the.
Now this is Daniel McDuffie Hitchner.
Okay.
That's now you can see he's the Hitchner.
Hitchner.
Yeah.
Yep. Same guy.
Same guy.
Yep. Thank God for somebody with a pencil.
And this was Aunt Lillian's room, and this is where she passed.
Right there. This is where Aunt Lillian passed. She did not want to go, but it was time. This is John's son, Alan, who was the next in line.
Oh, wow.
Who bought the house from Louisa. And then my grandfather was born out of his herd. And this is Aunt Lillian's parents.
Hello.
Curious, going in here will trigger activity in those spots.
It is so much chillier up here than it is down there.
Yeah, it is a lot colder.
Who knocked down the basket? Oh, wait, hold on, is it picking something? Hold on, it might be...
It's on top.
I don't know if it's
Here,
mapping.
Here. Wait, I'll turn the light so it kind of helps us.
That's like right freaking in front of us, dude.
Oh,
now it's
wow.
like kind of...
It's standing up. REM pod hits out there.
Hello? Yeah, it's going.
It just disappeared. And dude, that's
Not
in
REM pod.
that's in the same exact spot
yeah.
where this fell and broke earlier when we were down in that room.
But it was like, it appeared, it was standing right here, right in front of this blue thing right there.
Right there, and what, yay tall up there? It was pretty tall.
Yeah.
It was taller than the stuff.
It's oh, there's two.
That one was moving. Did you see how that other one just...
Yeah, like the other one
ran?
looks like it's like. It looks like they're just packing, like fiddling with stuff.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Like look at the one to the left. It looks like it's
they're just like pulling stuff, right?
yeah, like they're moving the boxes.
Not paying us any mind. Look at it, like reaching up. And that red box, look.
Look, that's nuts. It's like
Are they?
they're
Is
just
this
working
like
on
a
stuff.
residual?
Or are they trying to clean it up, or?
Well, this one keeps moving. This one would go
Gone.
from here, and that one.
It's like scaling up it.
It's.
That one I don't know, but the one
I don't
off
know,
to
but
the
this
right,
one that was over here, it was like pulling stuff, but it's like we could just been picking that up. Again, they have no idea that we're here trying to talk to them. Because they were just like pulling stuff, and especially this one here looked like it was stacking or pulling something off of shelves, anything.
Yeah, let's do a sweep. I just heard the REM pod
What, back this way?
going. Yeah, so let's just follow you out real quick and see if you get any hits. I'm going back. Whoa, what's that? There's nothing. What's that?
Are they pointing into the room? Would you like us to come in the room?
Yeah, it's
Here,
kind of pointing.
Oh,
It was kind of pointing like this way in the REM pod.
like this way? Hello? Oh! Pointing. Okay, so now there it is again. We came into the room where it was pointing. Now it's right there. Is there something about right there? Is it pointing up? Look, it's pointing up.
Yeah, up.
What's up here?
There's the.
Are you trying to tell us something? Like, is there work that needs to be done up there?
Yeah, it's pointing up. Huh.
Look how it's like leaning. But in it crazy, it was right behind where we were. It was
And
pointing in
it's-
here.
It's like right there.
And now it's right there, and it's like it's...
Nothing there.
And as I'm moving...
Is it moving with you? Wait, we just turned.
Wait,
How's it still on there?
I don't know, but... Now is it pointing this way? Look at it. Now it's pointing this way. Do you want us to go that way? Or is there something in this pile that's important that you're trying to get our attention?
Can you wave? Hello? Hi.
We're awfully close. I feel like that's why. Let me back up just a tad.
Yep, I got you.
What is it pointing at? It's like I'm dying to know if there's anything.
Yeah, it's really pointing. Look.
Yeah, like look at it. Look, like
Yeah, what is
don't-
it? Oh man.
over here. I'm gonna try to move over here and see if it.
It's like
Oh look, it's moving. Okay, we're coming over this way. Nope, now it's all right. Hold on.
I'm curious of what's over here.
Like, is
It
anything
was pointing at something
over
right there.
this way?
spirit portal has been silent, right, Amy?
Yeah.
Not a peep. I was hoping that it would.
Look, pictures.
Old pictures. Yep.
I'm not trying to. Could that be maybe what it was pointing at? Pictures?
There's a lot of stuff here. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's the original, the bedboard and all that. That's like the original with the house bedboard.
Really?
Yeah.
Headboard.
I'm sorry, headboard.
She pulled it down from the attic.
Yeah. Very, very old.
So,
just to show everyone.
Recap here. We had the figure standing pretty much where Amy's standing right now. So we're out in the hallway.
Oh.
Oh God, that's me.
Nothing's more terrifying than a baby in a wheelchair.
What's insane is we're out there, it's standing here and it's pointing this way. We come in, now it's standing here and it's pointing here.
Yeah.
Now there are a lot of things right here, so it's hard to say if there's anything specific that it's trying to say, but
Oh, that desk was original to the house too.
Yeah.
this desk was, so
That was really.
I mean, again, it's hard to say. I just know that just from observing, there's a tote over there with pictures. Are they pointing at pictures? Is there something in these totes? Like, I'm wondering if there's anything significant.
Yeah, there's a lot of old things in
It
here.
really is. It's hard to be able to tell. Can you
down
speak
to the floors?
Can you speak into the portal and let us know what you're trying to get us to?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll drop it.
See if there's
Let's cruise down memory lane.
So we do have the area where Miss Ackley was born. It is so much colder.
Yeah. This REM pod, quiet, ear bell, not a peep. Yep, the room she was born in. It's a pretty big room. That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, it just kind of goes.
For a house of that time period, this is very big. Oh wow, this room is so much colder.
Mm-hmm.
It's where the wind is ripping
Oh
from
yeah,
too.
for sure. No windbreaker at all around it.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, my stomach. Aunt Lillian, which room did you like more? This room or the room down there? You know what? She probably didn't like this room because it was cold.
Yeah, you're right.
Think about it. Like if you come in here, you'll love how cold it is.
One of the cold sleepers, are you?
Yeah.
She was born in it. It would mean it was her parents' room.
There's no bell, no more voices,
Very quiet.
or even the REM pod hits it.
Have you tried their bedroom?
Let's check it out.
Yeah, just it's like where are they? Where did they go?
Stayed downstairs.
Yeah, it's interesting. Look, we don't have them with us.
Yeah.
Because the lady entertains downstairs.
Yeah, it's like, was the upstairs more private? Well, there was a REM pod hit out there.
Was that the one on the far end of the hall?
I think so, yeah. I'm picking up Amy, but
So it's
It's working.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's Amy.
Yeah.
She's outside in the hall.
Hello. Well, we're gonna head down soon.
Wait. That was a kid, and there was a kid that appeared right there.
Stay, Amy.
Did you hear it sounded like a kid? And as soon as it is, so here's the larger figure is Amy, but then there's like a child size right here.
Yeah.
Hello?
Right.
And that's down there. 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 And that's down there.
And that's going off down there.
Hello? Are you up late? Are you up past your bedtime?
And he was scratching her leg.
Sorry.
No, it's good. Hey, hold your hand out.
It might be because look how she's kind of distorted.
Yep. The one thing's still there though. Keep walking down the hallway. Just
Wait.
That
was not her.
She's the little one? Wait.
No.
No, she's not even at all.
There.
Keep going down, hon. What? Yeah, she's not even
There's
registering.
Tall and a smaller one.
Yeah, because she's all the way down
She's
there.
all the way down there. I thought that was her.
That was weird. It wasn't her at all. It's...
Well, hello. Can you say your name really loudly and who's with us?
Sound like a woman's voice.
Is she leaning down and saying something to the kid?
You're allowed to touch that light right there or ring this bell.
Now she stood back up. Or he or she. I'm sorry.
Comes up to...
Come something.
I said that before. I wonder if it's another language.
Hard to tell.
All right, look, there it goes, bending down again, like saying something. Up.
What?
It bent down twice.
Kind of grabbed the other one and scooted.
And then going.
Look, there it goes, bending down again, like saying something. Oh.
Why'd you leave? Come back. I thought that taller figure was Amy.
Yeah, that
until you walked away.
Yeah.
The child was standing here.
We thought it was you, but it was weird because it was like she was on the wall and the other one was way too small to be her. Neither of them.
Nah. And
it wasn't even picking her up.
The
so
one
wasn't picking up.
Right, and the one taller one looked like at one point it leaned down, stood back up, leaned down again, and then it was gone. Both of them at the same time.
Man, pretty dark up here.
It really is. Were you?
Yeah.
Was someone leading the?
That's how dark it is.
Was someone leading the child to bed? Because they're up late, past their bedtime.
This investigation at Ackley Farmhouse was truly unlike anything we have ever experienced. What started as a typical paranormal investigation quickly became something far more meaningful, something we'll never forget. With Brian and his wife Debbie by our side, this wasn't about chasing fear. It became a true paranormal family reunion, a home filled with generations of history, love, and memories that never truly faded.
Brian, the 5th generation to live within these walls, shares a deep connection to this home, and that connection was felt in ways that we can't fully explain, especially when his Aunt Lillian came through, a woman who lived her entire life in this house, 96 years, and was cared for by Brian in her final days. Every time her name was spoken, the energy shifted, activity followed, as if she was right there with us, listening, acknowledging, and present. But what stood out the most wasn't fear. It was emotion. It was connection. It was love. This home doesn't feel haunted in the way people would expect. It feels remembered, alive with the presence of those who once called it home, and maybe in some way still do. This wasn't a story of darkness. It was a reminder that love, family, and connection don't end when life does. They transcend beyond the grave. I just want to give a special thanks for everyone that is watching this video, and if you please could hit that like button, share this video out to all of your friends and family, and please subscribe to Paranormal Unearthed. Also check out Jersey Unique Minds Paranormal Society. You can find them. They collabed with me during this video. Doug Hogate and Melly, awesome investigators, amazing stuff. Go check out what we're doing on their channel. Also, if you go down in the description, you can find Ackmonster's chainsaw art, and you can check them out on Facebook. And if you want some amazing chainsaw art that's truly incredible, you can definitely reach out to him, especially if you're in New Jersey, tri-state area. Definitely give him a shout out and go show his page some love. He actually made this right here that I use for Paranormal Unearthed. He carved this with a chainsaw. It's absolutely amazing. So once again, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. It really shows a different side of what being a paranormal investigator truly can be. It's not all about fear and being scared. There's truly something beautiful that can happen, especially when we have the rare opportunity to be able to help someone communicate to their ancestors. This was a really special investigation, and it's really taught us something about the paranormal world, and it's nice to know that it can be used for good to help people feel that connections with the ones they love so dearly and lost in the past. If you love this direction and this kind of investigating, please make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, and watch all of the up and coming videos. Myself with Paranormal Unearthed and Jersey Unique Minds Paranormal Society, we have tons of events and investigations that will be coming up at some really amazing locations, and I know all of you won't be disappointed, so please continue to support the page by watching all the videos as we drop them, and you can find all that information once again down in the description. So thanks again everyone, and we will see you next time here on Paranormal Unearthed.